Well, hey folks, Species7 here. Welcome back to the channel. And welcome back to Farm Sim 19. I'm just putting down the parameters here of our new field, making it a wee bit bigger. So, do hope everyone's doing well. It is the 22nd of December today, a Saturday. So, yeah. We are rapidly approaching the jolly ho-ho day. Okay, I gotta be really careful at the edges here. That's good.
Well, it's good.
Alright. So I finished plowing on the other field. We have a giant field. Unfortunately, of course, I had originally planned to go with sunflowers, just because I saw what a heck of a great price we got for them. I'm starting to think, though, that may not be quite as primo as I would hope, simply because I don't actually have a seeder that will plant sunflowers. So yeah, it's going to end up costing, I mean, I could lease one, a decent size one. It's going to be about $4 grand. So right away off the top, we're losing a bit of money. But, well, we will see how that goes, you know. Okay, oops. Still a little bit on the, oh, come on. Whoa. It's hard to keep her straight on this hill. It's pretty steep. There's a rather uneven drop-off along here. Oh well. We don't have to have all four edges perfecto. It's just going to be grass anyways, I think. So... but we should... oh yeah. There we go. Now I've just got this section here. And then we should be able to plow pretty regular. Yeah, not the most trim of edges, I'm afraid, but oh well. Close enough, you know. So yeah, I suppose second choice would be to put canola down on that giant field. I want something that's going to, well, obviously, produce, you know, the biggest profit on a single run. Now, with grains, of course, we do have the whole, well, you can sell the straw thing. For what that might be worth, I mean, we do have a baler. We can certainly bale it up and sell bales. But, whether that would come even anywhere close to what we'll get for a better crop, I'm just not sure. Just not sure. I don't like leaving it on create fields. I think I'm going to see if I can just fill in the unplowed part, then I can go back to normal plowing. It's just one of those deals. I'm always nervous if I set it down in the wrong place. Now all of a sudden I've got this, you know, bit of field I didn't really want. So let's just get rid of this last patch, since this is the actual expansion anyway. We're darn near as big as our neighbor. Not even close. Not even. Try not to run over too much of his crops. We do have the nice row crop tires, thankfully. What do you call them? Nursing tires? Care wheels? All kinds of weird names. Alright. I still find these things are a little weird with the turning radius. I don't know what it is. There's just something they've done different with the way these things handle. Okay. Wow, you can see our other field from here. That's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive indeed. I did widen that a little bit. We've got basically an extra lane all the way around except where the whatchamacallits originally were, the bunkers. There we go. So it wasn't a bad contract at all. That last harvest, that was pretty easy. Pretty easy. Took a little bit of time, but it was well worth it. We made decent money. Our hired worker used $981, and we made close to $7,000. So, all in all, yeah, that turned out to be a pretty darn good deal. And I think that's the way we'll do things. I may do the same when I go to send the seeder into play. Get it started and then hire up the worker and go do another decent-sized contract. You know. Now, let's face it, it's the more economical way to do it. You know. Earn 7 or 8 grand while the worker's only spending 1,000 is pretty darn nice. Oops, I pressed the wrong button and I have folding it. Do not be folding. Oh well, for the last strip, eh? That's typical. Oh, that's typical. Down you get. There we are. Let's drag her through. Alrighty. Okay. We're now immediately going to go to limit the fields. And just lift her up. Still pretty happy with our choice of tractors, even if half the time I call it by the wrong by the wrong make. But hey, what can I say? It's a red tractor. I like to use green tractors, and not necessarily Johnny Deere's, but you know, we got our fence and got our dutes and all that happy stuff. I think I even had a green Valtra at one point. I couldn't add anything at the back here because that hill gets really nasty really quickly. But I think we've got ourselves a fairly decent sized field. I do believe. Yeah, you know what? I think we're going to spend the money and lease a seeder that will allow us to put sunflower on that other field. I think we're going to do that. Let's quiet things down. Let's have a look at the market here, shall we? So we can make up to 1,019 on canola. 13, so about 200, almost. Yeah. Actually, almost 400 more at the grain mill, eh? So that's a fairly big difference. That is a fairly big difference. You know, and again, but by the same token, you look at barley, it's 713. Oh, in fact, even wheat at 806, that's 200 less. But we'd also get straw. Okay. That's silage. It's one of those two. It's either 114 or 74. It doesn't quite do it, but I think with the... take off the equipment lease. Alright, let's quickly check exactly what that would be. Now, they're not seeders. This really screwed me up. I looked through all the seeders and I couldn't find anything that would plant corn, and I thought, what is going on? But apparently there's a difference between a seeder and a planter. Let's look at planters. Now, we'd have to go at least to here, I would think. Have we got any one-piece things? These are both two-piecers. Okay, if we go up to the Maestro. Now, that's 12 meters. It's a good size. Details. Yeah, $6,500 to lease it. So that's immediately going to take a huge chunk. A huge chunk. So maybe when we're a little more flush, we'll do that. I mean, I could rent that, put corn on the whole thing, and silage the corn, but, oh, I'm a little tired of silage. Not to say we've done all we're going to do. We're going to be planting more grass here, so. And that's a thing. I'm surprised with the way things are set up that you can't actually hire a worker now with their own equipment. You know? Like, we should be able to do what the other farmers are doing. We should be able to hire contracts with or without their own gear. You know? Now, obviously, they'd make a heck of a lot more money if they brought their own kit. But it's not quite going to cut sharp enough. There we go. You know, that way right now I could have somebody seeding that other field. It'd save me a lot of time. Of course, it would be a straight money loss, as I wouldn't be working a contract at the same time. Or I could work a contract and use my own equipment and make a couple extra bucks. But there again, that would add a little more intrigue to the balance of it, because you'd have to figure out, you know, whether you're going to make more than you're going to spend. Because right now, with them using my kit, I know that I can make a better hourly than they can. Like I said, I can make 7. The worker finished, maybe 15 minutes before I did. So I was making way better, way better money per hour than the worker was. So probably 4 times the money. But we're still sitting at 91,000, so I'm not going to complain. We're doing pretty good. Get these last couple of rows done, and we're going to have some pretty nice property under our belt here. So I hope everybody's surviving the madness that is all the Christmas shopping and crud that goes on this time of year. And I suppose that is the one blessing with having no family, is you don't have to go through all of that stuff. But as you guys know, closest thing I have to a relative is me brother Mikey, and we're not actually related. But my nieces and nephews are up for the Christmas holiday, so I'll hopefully see them at some point soon. Again, not really my nieces and nephews, but they've always said an Uncle Rick, and not for that other reason. Yeah. I'm glad we've got a reasonable sized plow. I can't imagine doing this with a 2 meter or even a 3 meter. But we'll get her done with this, no problem. A little bit of extra overlap there probably isn't helping, but you know. Alright, 2 more rows and she'll be completely cleaned. Of course, you do have the issue when you do this, add to an existing field. Parts of it are going to be partly fertilized. Parts of it are going to be completely unfertilized, etc., etc. So, might be a bit of a waste of spray as we do that portion of things, but that's okay. That's okay. Back and grab that last wee bit. Ooh, that's just barely making that. Alrighty. And there we have it. A pretty decent sized field in the end. Pretty decent indeed. And oh, she's struggling. Man, was it ever struggling. Alrighty. Well, let's park you up with the rest of the rigmarole. Nice. Alrighty, let's go. Let's go. Oops. Might have rubbed his door with my wheel. Man, that would be freaky, wouldn't it? Something this big running its wheel up along the side of your car. Oh, man. I've had that come really close with semi-trucks, and it is some scary. Sitting in a little TR6, and wheels of a semi beside you come right over your roof. Alright, Seedsy, let's go. Okay. It's got a lot of seed in it already. Certainly not enough for what we need, though. So, let's go see what we've got sitting out front, shall we? We're currently set to grass, so that's perfect. Well, there's certain. Actually, let's just head over there and do that. We can check the seed when we do the big field here. Oh, look out for that sign. Yeah. Alright, we're already on gas. Ooh. Grass. I just happened to look down at the gas tank, and the fact that it was less than half kind of caught me unawares. So all of a sudden, it's more gas? Yeah. Alright, let's get you unfolded. Caw. Out of me way. Alrighty. Okie dokie. Let's lower her down. Let's light her up. Good. Get it all covered. Skish the bushes. Alright. I'll still get a fair bit of grass. Plus we have everything around our other field. It's not going to be plowed and fertilized grass, so it won't produce quite as well. But it is still there, nonetheless. It's almost going to behoove me to do a headland here, I think we'll do that. I think we shall, just to save further problemos of, like, slamming into all my kit and stuff, so... Get this last bit all trimmed up, and then we'll do one more. Alright. Whee! And that should probably do her. Give us enough room to turn around at the end and get back on our way. Ooh, just, Alright. We must be really close to our edge border here, all things considered. Alright. She seems to want to wobble around a fair bit. Oh well. Hopefully the ever-industrious modders are working on things like GPS. We can only hope. We can only hope. A little noisy out there. There we are. Nice comfortable ride in the cab. Lovely. How are we doing for seed? Oh, lovely. Lots and lots and lots. Great. Yeah, even harder to pick a straight line when you're at 90 to these rows.
And that's all I have to go on.
Oh yeah, got a little offside there. That's okay. Oh, I missed a spot. Dang. I will have to come back and deal with that. Oh well. We'll get it. We'll get it. Alrighty. Oops. Almost did the Linda Blair. There we go. Whoa, that's quite the hill. I always feel like things are gonna fall over in these tractors. They got so many bits that bob around on the inside now. Is that? Look at that again. Oh. Oops. I'm pressing the wrong button there. Don't know why. I thought it was pressing higher worker was a good idea. Thank goodness I was at the end of the row and they had no job to do. Oh, I didn't get the end of the row. Man, I'm just making a mess of this. Just making a mess of it. Oh, it's not on. There we go. There we are. Okay. Let's get her done. Good heavens. I can imagine how long it's going to take to do the real field. It takes us this long to get through this little guy. Wow. Alrighty. Well, little guy. I guess all things are relative. This is a fairly big field. Ooh, are we going to make it? Just clears the tree. There we go. Indeed. You see how uneven my rows are as I stay up against this plow line. And slowly goes further and further over to the side. Oh well. Boy said, I cannot drive these things in a straight line. It's just beyond me. I'll tell you, if the fertilizer and lime lasted as long as the seeds do, we'd have made a heck of a lot more money by now. Nothing else. And I also see we're kind of rolling up on the end of the episode. Well, not the most exciting one, but then again, we didn't end up running into too much that was overly frustrating or nasty. Which I suppose means it was kind of a good day. So... So not that I imagine anyone will actually be bored enough to watch them, but I will be, just so you know, I will be both producing and putting up videos on Christmas. So, if you find yourself with a half hour to spare and nothing to thin your interest, well, feel free to check out the vids, because they will be up. We are almost done this field. I may well do the same for the other one, I think. Find myself a nice juicy contract and go do it while the hired worker lays down the seed on our field. We'll see. I think if I do a contract, that would probably cover the lease of the equipment as well. Well, we'll think about it. We'll think about it, and by next episode I'll know for sure. But here we go. We've got the last row to be seeded. And we can call this a success. Man, that's pretty tight up at the top. Indeed. Here we go. I wish those crows had quit eating all my seeds. Buggers. Alright, now obviously it's going to need a good spraying. And that's alright. We have the gear to do that. Shut her down, fold her up. Lovely. And one more piece of kit to add to the collection. Excellent. Ooh, definitely need to both maintain and fuel up my tractor. Wow. Well, we will get to that as well. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Oh, your stuff's getting well used, isn't it? Of course, the one thing, if I plant sunflowers, we have to take that entire giant field down with this. A 6-row corn header. But that's alright, and if that's what we need to do, then that's what we need to do. So, till next time, hope everybody enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way out, guys. Really appreciate it. But till next time, this has been Species 7. Take care of each other. And ciao for now, and Merry Christmas.